Today, we're diving into the drama-filled lives of Abraham and Lot. Both are filthy rich after leaving Egypt. Like, seriously, Abram's wealth is through the roof. Gold, silver, camels, servants, livestock, you name it, he's got it. So, Abram and his nephew Lot roll back from Egypt, absolutely loaded. They've got animals, servants, silver, the works. But there's a problem. Their herdsmen start beefing. Not enough grass for all their cows. It's a classic case of too much success, not enough space. Abram, being the bigger man, steps in. He tells Lot, look, we're family, no fighting. You pick where you want to go, left or right, and I'll take what's left. Lot looks around and spots the Jordan Valley. It's lush, it's green. It's basically the ancient world's version of a luxury resort. He's like, yeah, I'll take that one, and sets up camp near Sodom. Big red flag, my friend. A massive red flag. Meanwhile, after Lot leaves, God comes to Abram and makes a huge promise. He says, look in every direction. All this land, it's yours. And your descendants? They'll be as countless as the dust on the earth. Abram, ever the faithful one, just nods and builds another altar to God. Classic Abram. But things are about to get wild. Suddenly, boom, an epic war breaks out. It's 4 kings against 5, and guess who's on the losing side? Sodom. Lot gets captured, along with all his possessions. Again. When Abram hears the news, he doesn't hesitate. He rallies his 318 trained men, his own private army, and launches a surprise midnight raid. He totally crushes the enemy and rescues Lot, all the people and all their stuff. Uncle Abram for the win. On his way back, Abram has a super significant meeting. He runs into Melchizedek, the king of Salem and a priest of God Most High. Melchizedek blesses Abram with bread and wine, and in return, Abram gives him 1/10 of everything he recovered. Fun fact, this is the first tithe mentioned in the Bible. Fast forward a bit. Abram's chilling by his tent when 3 mysterious visitors show up. Surprise, it's the Lord with 2 angels. After confirming that Sarah will have a baby, God drops a bombshell. He says, the sin of Sodom is so bad, I'm going down to check it out. Abram starts to panic. His nephew is down there. So he starts bargaining with God like he's at a flea market. What if there are 50 good people? 45? 40? 30? 20? How about just 10? And God agrees. For the sake of 10, I won't destroy it. Abram probably thinks, phew, Lot's family alone should cover that. Spoiler alert, it wasn't even close. The 2 angels arrive in Sodom, and Lot invites them into his home. But the city is so corrupt that a wicked crowd surrounds the house, demanding Lot hand over his guests. The angels have to step in, striking the troublemakers blind just to protect Lot's family. They give Lot a final warning. Get your family and run for your lives. Don't stop, and whatever you do, do not look back. As Lot and his family escape to the small town of Zoar, God's judgment rains down on Sodom and Gomorrah, and the whole plain goes up in smoke. But Lot's wife, she just couldn't resist. She had to take one last look back at the life she was leaving, and in an instant, she was turned into a pillar of salt. 1 peak, 1 seasoning. The story ends on a really awkward note. Lot and his 2 daughters end up living in a cave in the hills. Here's where things get, super awkward. The daughters say, no men around. Let's get Dad drunk and preserve the family line. They both get pregnant by Lot. The older one bears Moab, ancestor of the Moabites, and the younger one bears Ben-Ami, ancestor of the Ammonites. And that's how 2 entire nations started, with wine, terrible choices, and a really awkward family tree. So, what's the takeaway from all this? Abram chose peace over property and got God's blessing. Lot chose what looked good on the surface and ended up in chaos. Abram brought an army to save his family. That's real loyalty. The lesson is clear. Don't camp near trouble, and when God tells you to run, don't look back. Your future is not behind you. Live by faith like Abram, not by sight like Lot, and your story will end in blessing, not in smoke. Thanks for tuning into Bible Bants. If you enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next episode. Until next time, remember, God is good all the time,